felt like an eternity of concepts and teases, we're finally getting our first look at the all-new Volkswagen Id Buzz. This is the German brand's idea of what all-electric sliding door utility is going to look like in the future. It's not coming to North America until 2023, but we're not going to pass up on a chance to take a look at the all-new Id Buzz, even if it is the European market's short wheelbase model. Before we take a look, be sure to follow the Motor1 YouTube channel, give this video a like, and follow us on all of your favorite social media apps at the handle Motor1.com. In designing the Id Buzz, Volkswagen said its goal wasn't to go retro, but to apply 70 years of van building experience to a modern form. That's why this vehicle retains the classic boxy shape and short front and rear overhangs, but introduces smooth flowing lines and LED accents. Now, as I said in the intro, this is a Euro spec model, so the wheelbase is shorter. The North American model will be about 3 inches longer between the axles. But while that will change, what won't is the overall style of this vehicle, which is hewed very close to the concept cars. I really appreciate that. This place, it is a wonderful mix of materials and colors and shapes and textures. You have this gorgeous wood dash and this aluminum crossbar. Now this is painted plastic, but it looks really rich and really premium. And these seats, I love the two-tone design of the seats with the way that it matches the exterior. It's very attractive and the material choices are quite good. On the functional side of things, this is all going to be pretty familiar to anyone that's been in an ID4. But you get certain changes. For example, the gear lever moves from right here, attached to the cluster, onto the steering column. But overall, I just can't get over how exciting the colors are in this car. I love the orange accents. I love the different choices of materials. It all looks fantastic. And it's kind of easy to forget that Volkswagen also sells a cargo version of this vehicle. They feel very, very different in execution, but both feel quite good when you're sitting in the driver's seat. Volkswagen will offer a standard 10-inch touchscreen, but a 12-inch display is also available. Both screens run the current Love It or Hate It operating system, while the broader cabin takes the same pared-back approach to physical buttons as the ID4 and gas-powered models like the GTI. An all-digital instrument cluster is standard, running VW's digital cockpit, and along with the touchscreen, is designed to look like a pair of free-floating tablets. There are ample USB-C outlets, ambient lighting with 10 colors is standard, although a 30-color version should be able to bathe the cabin in whatever shade you like. For the European Id Buzz, VW is offering automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and road sign recognition as standard. A broader suite of active safety gear, including VW's travel assist system, adaptive cruise control, and automatic high beams are also available. We'll be waiting a bit to find out what kind of equipment comes standard on the North American Id Buzz. While Volkswagen is introducing the Id Buzz in March 2022, consumers will be waiting a bit to park one in their driveway. European deliveries aren't slated to start until later this year, while the long wheelbase model destined for the US market will debut in 2023 and go on sale a year later. With such a long lead time, there are still a lot of questions we have about the Id Buzz, including how much it costs, how far it can go on a charge, and if there will be a camper van version or a dual motor model. Stay tuned for much, much more. We'll be covering this in depth both here at Motor1 and at our sister site Inside EVs.